Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is a special edition. We got a little series here that we are doing with some of the Class 3 Championship Leadership 24-hour grads that came through here just recently in November. It was November 14th. So we got Becca Zuniga here today. Little Z is what we called her, and she was amazing. She's from Menifee, California. So how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. Really good.
Nice.
So you said you couldn't walk for a few days after?
No, I couldn't walk for a few days after.
Well, you did kind of come into this a little bit late, right? When you signed up, it was pretty close to the event. So you didn't have
I
a
think
ton
it was,
of time to really train.
yeah, it was about 2 weeks out from the
Yeah.
event, so it's super close. I mean, yeah.
But you did it. Like, so it's definitely, and you were awesome. So you did great.
Yes, I did it. I completed it. So don't feel bad if you signed up late. If you do
Yeah.
ever sign up, you got this. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. So
it's
well,
doable.
tell us a little bit, like, what was your experience? What were your thoughts coming in? Yeah, how did it go for you?
It went great. It went great overall. It was a great experience. My thoughts going in were, what the heck am I doing? 24 hours. Are you serious? Really? But it was it was worth it. I was hesitant. I was slightly scared. Of course, there's fear, the unknown. You don't know what they're gonna put
Yeah.
you through. Um, the mental part of it is the hardest part. So that was definitely the deal breaker, was the mental toughness going into it. I knew right off the back that that was one thing that needed to be stronger than anything else.
Yeah. So did you feel like you are coming out of CL24 with a stronger mindset or more mental toughness, like you said?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember my first ruck getting up to the top when we did the 175 burpees?
Yeah.
I wanted to quit.
I know you did. I could
I
see it.
wanted to quit. That was the hardest. I think that was the hardest thing of the entire 24 hours.
Hmm.
Halfway in, 12 hours, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I here? Like, Rebecca, you can't do this. Like, this isn't
Yeah.
you. And I made it up to the top, and you brought me out of my funk right away. Get it together, pick your head up, and you know what are you gonna do? You're gonna give up, or you're gonna keep going? Like,
Yeah.
and I kept going.
And you
I
kept
kept going, and I
going.
pushed
Yeah,
through
you
to the
did.
end.
That's such a testament too, because I mean, I don't, maybe not everyone gets to this point, but I would say a good majority of the people go through that same experience, but it's always in a different place, right? They get to a
Right,
certain point throughout the 24 hours and they're like, man, this sucks. What am I doing here? Like,
right,
and I mean, we really only had the one person, Ray, who quit. He had made it through 24 hours already the class
right.
before, but he was just in a really different place in life and hadn't gone through some
Yeah,
struggles. And so, it's kind of what led to it. But yeah, we're everyone kind of reaches that point, and I think if you can get through it, like just like you did, then which just goes to show like how easy it can be to quit and then realize not long after that, man, you made a mistake. So I'm glad
yeah.
you did. Yeah.
And I was going through that. I was like, am I really gonna quit? And then think 2 hours after I quit, like, did I really do that? Like,
Yeah.
was it really worth it?
Yeah.
Is it? And I knew that it wouldn't be worth it. I knew that
Right.
it wouldn't be worth it to quit.
Yeah. So you
I
thought
was like,
24 hours coming in was like crazy, but I talked about this with Tony. She was like, that for her, the 24 hours really isn't that big of a deal. She, like, when you're in it and you're going through it, and she said you get done, it's kind of like, for her, it kind of went fast. What was your experience with that?
it did go by fast.
Yeah.
It did go by fast. All of a sudden it was 4 o'clock. All of
Yeah.
a sudden it was 8 o'clock. It was 2 in the morning. Like, it went by fast. It wasn't,
Yeah.
we were there sitting there like, oh my God, these are the slowest hours ever.
Right.
No, it was like, dang, it's over already.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yep. Absolutely. What were some of the biggest things that you've taken out of it, like that you lessons or things that you've been able to take to implement and put into your daily
There's
life?
there's definitely a lot of change coming soon. I mean, it's really hard to stay the same when you go through such an experience.
Mm-hmm.
So that that is one thing that I'm really working on, is knowing that things need to change. Why would things stay the same after putting yourself through that? Why would you want to stay the same after putting yourself through that?
For example, like what are some changes that you got coming?
Well, for example, what I posted yesterday with my little edibles, I now
Hmm.
made my own logo. So it's now branded under me, which is a huge deal for me because before it was under somebody else. So that's something that I'm like happy for.
Yeah.
Um, it just in general, like with business wise, there's a lot of things that I want to do financially for myself, for my future, that if I don't do it now, when will it ever happen? And if I stick to that fear that I have, then I'm never going to push through. And going
Hmm.
through that 24 hours, you push through a lot of fear. You push through a
Yeah.
lot of things that you don't want to do. So if you did that for a whole 24 hours, why wouldn't you push through the rest of life?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I mean, because that's really has been, it's easy to just create a 24-hour challenge. It's hard and difficult. But I wanted to create something special that was unique, that isn't really out there where it is. We're not trying to
Right,
make you quit. We don't want to break. We don't want to break you. We want everybody to get through this and come out stronger. And that's why we talk to you. I could have very easily beat you down in that moment and gotten you to quit, but I didn't
right,
want that to happen. And
right,
I saw it coming. And we have those conversations all the time with people. And we talk, of course, a lot about leadership and how you can become a better leader, and attention to detail and commitment and perseverance and communication and teamwork and all the things that we
right,
talk about, um, to make this a different experience, so that, again, we're not beating you down, but yet we are definitely putting you in some difficult situations so that you can learn how to respond. And so you can learn how to lean on
right.
each other, right?
And it's more difficult mentally than, of course, it is physically. You just have to mentally push through it. And that's what those 24 hours do.
Hmm.
It's you push through it. And like you said, you learn communication, you learn how to communicate with your team.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal in life. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
a lot of people lack communication.
Yeah, big time. And especially to the level of kind of what we talk about, right?
Oh, yeah.
Um, so would you ever come back?
Yeah,
Yeah. Are you
I
coming
would.
back?
I think so.
All right. I love it. Yeah, we got, well, Richie got talked into coming back for his third time. Ian's coming back, and I don't know about anyone else yet. Maybe Paul, but then we got a number of new folks coming in as well that
Nice.
weren't able to make it the last time that were
Right.
signed up, that are coming through. And so, yeah, I just want to continue to build this and grow it to, ideally, I'd like 20 to 30 people
Oh,
eventually,
wow.
you
An
know,
event?
at one of these things. And that will
Oh,
really,
wow.
it'll definitely change the dynamic. When we get to that size, we'll probably have another coach or two as well with us.
Right.
But
That
that's
would be awesome.
that's the
I
vision.
definitely, I definitely wouldn't consider this a challenge. Like, this isn't one of those 30-day challenges. This isn't one of those 24-hour challenges. This is something that really challenges you personally.
Hmm.
You personally, for yourself, for your family, for your future. It's not something like my boyfriend keeps on saying, oh, this challenge you did, this challenge you did. Like, this isn't a challenge. This is something that helps me grow.
Yeah, yeah,
And people think like you go through this 30-day challenge and then you stop the challenge, right? How many
yeah,
people pursue after these challenges that they do? You do it
yeah,
for 30 days, you do
absolutely.
it for 2 weeks, and then you're like over it.
Hmm.
This is a life changing experience.
Yeah, that's what I call it. I call it the CL24
Yeah.
experience, because it is. You experience it. It's really almost a little bit hard to explain it if you're not there, if you're not in it until you go through it, right?
Right. Because people are like, what are you doing for 24 hours? What kind of challenge is this? And if you're not there in that championship leadership, if you don't have that mentality, then you won't understand it.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's definitely worth it. Like, if you want to become, who would you say this is for? I'll just ask you that.
This is for anybody who wants to better themselves. It's
Better themselves, kind of hit that next level.
Yep.
Um, it's one thing to go to, like, watch a motivational speaker, or
Right.
to go to a seminar
Go
and
to a
kind of take a bunch of
conference.
notes, but yet,
Right.
like, we're fully immersing you. All right, here's
Yeah.
the principle, and then we're going to teach you, and then you got to show us, and then when you don't do it the correct way, we'll correct you a little bit, and so you're just constantly learning.
Right.
real time, through application, through physical stress and pressure. So yeah,
For sure.
incredible experience. We got I have some new buckles coming, so I know you got to come back and get the buckle. You're gonna have time to prepare, and
I have a lot of time for I have a lot of time to prepare. I do,
yeah,
and I do plan on preparing because I do
yeah,
want that buckle. It would
yeah,
be a disappointment to go
yeah,
back and not
absolutely.
receive it.
Yeah, and so I mean, this is a cool buckle, but this was just kind of the start. The, just wait until you see what I got in store for you guys now. The new upgraded version of the buckle
Nice,
coming. So yeah, it's
for sure.
it's not all about the buckle, but it is all about what the buckle really represents
Right. It's
of
like I had
preparation.
posted, like I'm going back for the buckle and it's personal now. It
Yeah.
has to do with the growth that I do from now up until that time.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. So, what else? You got anything else to share? If somebody was thinking about this, what would you say to them, maybe, or any final thoughts
So
as we close this
you're
out?
not going to be up walking for 24 hours. You do
Right.
get breaks, you get time to eat, you get time to go to the restroom, you get time to breathe. It's not an entire like 24 you're out in the forest. No. You do have, like that was my thing coming in. I was like, what the hell am I going to do for 24 hours? No, like you get your breaks, you get your time to yourself, you get time to breathe, get it back together and go back in.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
a big deal for me.
Yeah, we definitely design. We feed you well. You could you
Yeah.
actually probably eat more than you need. We give you 4 meals, and we do give you some time to rest.
Yep.
And it's all by design. Again, we could have made this a straight through 24, just kind of go 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 type environment, but that's not the intent of what we're trying to accomplish here. We're really
Right.
trying to help you get what you need out of this experience to become a better leader, a championship leader, and to take that next step in life, wherever that might be for you,
Right.
uh, and in your business, in your family, in your home, in your community. Just to show up differently to help to raise the level of others around you as well. So
Right.
I appreciate you being there and how you showed up. You were amazing, and I can't wait to see you come back and crush it and get the earn that buckle and everything that it represents. Um,
Thanks, coach.
yeah, class 4 would be awesome.
Coming in. Coming
All
in
right.
hot.
Sounds great. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, coach. You as well.